Stavros Tousios for M4Markets. Good morning, all. And today we're going to have an unusual couple of things to look at. US oil and also BTC, Bitcoin. We looked at oil maybe a week ago, if I recall correctly, and we said actually two things. The chances that we were looking here were, we are moving up impulsively. So we were looking for an actual correction back within this channel for a drop down to 76 or so and a further continuation with, of course, a breakout outside this channel being very important. Or also, we said in case we see a retest of that level, then most probably we're going to go and hit the upper channel of this short-term trend to the upside. Now we have come above the previous peak at 81.50 and we did the 82.70 or so, which is still far from the 83.40. So it is very likely, since we are also consolidating here now, that we might see another short-term leg to the upside to take out that high, or at least an attempt at it, and then finally start to see a pullback. And from that pullback, we are going to pay attention to whether we are actually going to go outside either of these channels, okay? Because staying above the 75 or so is going to be quite important for bias to remain upward. Otherwise, we might just go all the way back down. Now, from a chart pattern terms, okay, these can also be seen as an actual wedge, guys, okay? And as a wedge, it's either finished or it has one more leg to the upside, which is what I suspect is going to happen. So it could be this, and then we correct, and then further we continue high, because this is supposed to be a leading wedge, which means any pullbacks are supposed to be offering opportunities towards the predominant direction of the trend, but typically the pullbacks are deep, just keep that in mind. Or we have a little bit more of an unusual formation like this. Why unusual? Because the third, the fourth, and the fifth waves here are very short compared to the others, okay? So that would mean probably we might see an early pullback and then further continuation to the upside. So these are the very important things to pay attention to, while we also have a 4-hour divergence here, okay? And the next divergence is likely to be stronger. This is what we are aiming for now, to actually form another divergence. When we look at BTC, we saw this parabolic move to the upside. We broke above the 21.59 and also the 22.90 or so, okay, which means the next level up really is 25.20, which is a previous swing low as well. Very important level, that is. However, we do see a slowing down of this trend, which is very typical, given, of course, how much we have accelerated over the past few months and weeks, I would even say, and the fact that we remain still in an accelerated trend. Okay, any way we look at it. Now, because we have actually managed to stay above that level for a while, 21.50, on the downside, this is going to be a very important level. Losing it is not going to necessarily mean that we're going to reverse to the downside. However, it probably is going to give us a bounce. And then the next level will be the channel top. Okay, that's on the downside now. Since we are around, and we have done the above as well, 22.78 over here, okay, there is now potentially a sort of consolidation period here, and that could lead to downside before we see another leg up, okay? But it looks like to me that even if we go lower first, or quite lower down towards to the 20K or not, it would be likely that we go and revisit that 25.20 level, okay? I am personally looking for, as I showed you before, something like this. Could be at play here, either a triangle or a pattern or any other, like a flag or a pennant. And from there, off we go up to 25. From there, of course, it could be a full-blown reversal and then a potential move down to the channel, anywhere in between this the upper and the lower, which is the median, or at the upper or at the lower. But as long as we are above the lower channel trend line, that could still give us another leg to the upside, and breaking above that level, guys, is gonna be closer to the 33 in the medium term.